This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Charges in with authority. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Lots of aggression from both sides. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Well-timed corner switch. Knockdown. Just out of range for that throw. All right, what's coming up next? Burnout activate. Goes for the Suntai Fuodan. Vintage Jury. Taking stock. The jump-in is denied. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Experiencing burnout. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Both went in there. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Shows the medium hit. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player one will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Jumps in. It's a good spot to use the super. The Getsuga Saiho hits. We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retakes. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meat forward throw, laying the pressure on Thick. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player one need throw zone. How long can this offensive assault continue? Blocks the drive reversal. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Only a little bit of drive and light. There's a burnout. Breaks through with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Excellent damage on that. Player one, huge chance after that wall splash. Player one, overdrive arrow kick. What's next? Betting it all on the drive rush. Connects with the throw. Forward rush. Turns out. Amazing. What are they gonna set up with the jump in? Scoops him and takes a swing. Medium kick. A real test while reads the counterattack. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. A parry? Blocks. Grabs him. Good work staying in throw range there. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Knockdown. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Burnout is triggered. What a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Shows the medium kick. Hits him with his free flow. The jump-in is denied. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Clean parry. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Looking for a chance. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Drink level maxed out. This party's getting crazy. Uses the target combo as a filler. Free flow strikes. Life sets up the kick hits. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. This is the ground. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return.
It's time to train.
Getsuga Saiho connects. James is gonna tell all those OGs that there's a new player in town. Spends the meter. Oh, they're in the corner now. No run, throws him. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning, reads the jump in perfectly. Player 1, he's betting it all on the drive rush. There's a burnout. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This forward rush. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Blocks the drive reversal? Are you kidding me? Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick hits. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Still very early in the round. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Counter hit throw there. What's the play here? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Oh, burnout on both sides? Alright, goes for the super arc? How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 turned this right around with that super. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Both sides are going to have to fight without drive. The jump in is denied. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Checks with a medium kick. Up tap to close it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Decides to puff up while they can. Both fighters are nails the overdrive arrow kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Very difficult to use drive here. How experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Goes for the jump in. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 holding on to that corner and springs forward with the drive rush. Good job escaping that dangerous corner. Oh, critical. What's gonna happen? Life lead. Oh my god, what a throw tech! Sticks out a kick. Up tap to close it. Player 1 brings it home.
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Raise on the pressure with the projectile. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Goes air to deny them a chance. Player 2 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Okay, creating some space here. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Gets the jump in. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Alright, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Gets the knockdown, and now, throws them. What's next? One combo can end this round right now. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within. Springs forward with the drive rush. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Did well to get the buff in. Ghoul gained control of the match in the early going. forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Cuts off the escape route. They want to deny them as much as possible to maximize their damage. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. What'll happen here? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Blossom! They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. They're trading attacks. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good, experiencing burnout. Going in, their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Drive rush to keep it going. One chance here, forward KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opts to create space to start. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space.
Time to train.
Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Made smart use of the game. Good super. What now? Player 1 needs to take advantage of the kick. The drive impact doesn't work. Shakes things up with a fireball. What are they gonna do? These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Solid anti-air. Scuffle. Free fall strike. Betting it all on the drive rush. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. A jump in. All the throw connects. Take a seat. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Any mistake here is gonna be brings the impaler. Immaculate counter. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Medium kick. The low block. Gets the jump in. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Staves off the cross-up. Track that jump nicely. Player 2 has the life lead. Goes to the fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Surprises them with a drive rush. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Decides to meet them in the air. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 creates a good corner, takes a big gamble, and rips out a raw super. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Blossom! They've both showed their hand a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. That drive impact doesn't get through. You can block impact, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Not much drive to work with at the moment. Is it time to go on the offensive, or will they try to turtle up? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Drive rush to keep it going. Oh, there's the distance. Shows a medium kick. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Pokes with a medium kick. You've got to springs forward with a drive rush. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Jump drive rush to keep it going. Genius read. Player 1 is dominating this match. On for the critical arc.
This is our destiny.
Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical arc to do the cash money damage they need. A wig. Ooh, what a smart blow. What now? Drive rush. What a finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Opts to continue the connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player one needs to put that away. Knockdown and player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. There's forward rush. Fire the blast. A jump. Drive gauge management all in with a rush. Connects with the throw. Drive rush. Halfway. Ooh, what a smart throw. I assume the player is getting it all on the drive rush. All the throw connects. What are they gonna do? Lazy. Forward rush. Clutch anti-air. Player two is in a very burns out. Are you kidding me? Player one comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. Happy hour. Jumps in. Hits him with his free throw. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Shoots off a fireball up close. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player two needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Connects with medium kick. All right, what's coming up next? Player two chases them down. Goes for the jump in. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Love tap to close it. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks them with the projectile. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player two did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Takes a trip. Player two chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. They're backed up into the corner. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. Life lead is there. Blinks it. Pokes with a medium kick. Keeps him out. Doing some quick planning? Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Drive rush. Flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opts to create space to start. Connects with the throw. Sandblast. Springs forward with the drive rush. Uses the gauge for a super arm.
Come on. It's time
It
to
gets the
train.
Gasaiho hits. We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retake. Now, can they finish? Crowns them from above. Player one has the super kick, drops them hard. Davis said, get that jump in out of here. Player two with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Links it. Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. It burns the gauge to turn up the heat. Saw it all. And eats it. Player two is on the brink of disaster. Sticks out a kick. Oh, yo! Rock super hit. Player one is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Knocked them out of the air. Player one has a full connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Player two all in with a rush. Noticeable life lead. There's a burnout. Punch Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good anti-air. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What are they thinking here? Player one with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Feeling out the spacing. Taking stock. No good up high. Drive rush. Gets in their face. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? KO! Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Throws out a projectile. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. Looks to drop him to earth. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Flash knuckle. Took him to the corner and a flash. Hits him with his free flow. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback here? So, what adds a bit of OD spice there? Throw leaves him wide open. In there! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Gets the counter in. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Side switch in the corner. Shields back a chance. We're just getting started here. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. All in with the rush. In with the cross. What's next? Somehow manages Super Art to show up what PhD and fighters can do for you.
It's time to train.
Getsuga Saiho connector. Game's gonna show all those OGs that there's a new player in town. Change of plans. They push their way out of the corner. Drops them. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on things. Player two can't win this without all the throw connects. A real, there's a burnout. Perfect flash. Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Saw it all. Solid anti-air. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Still very early in the round. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player two is just about out of drive after that. Gets back with a well-placed drive reversal. Spends some drive gauge on the reversal. Checks with a projectile. Will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player two, KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps up. Opts for the free flow kicks to get it. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Connects with medium kick. Swagger step. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Hits him with a stopping block. Now there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter.
Come on. It's time
The
to
Getsuga
train.
Saiho hits. We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retake. Player two needs the Gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2, not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 1 tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Raw super hard incoming over in a flash. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rebound. Get them with the anti-air. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Trips them up. Player 1 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Neither of them willing to back off here. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? With the throw. Both fighters drive rush to keep it going. KO! Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Time for a drink. Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Uses the gauge for a super art.
Come on.
Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Counting on the super to do the job. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? Forward run. Were they baiting them into that? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Amazing! Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Crashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts with a jump. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Low heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Good work staying in throw range there. Goes for a drive run. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Life lead opens up. Not shy. The big play does it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a charges forward. Risky up-post scrap still going. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Quick breather. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Going on the offensive. Escapes with the reversal. All in with a rush. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Taking no prisoners. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. What an opening statement there. Low heavy, but no go! That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business.
Super hard to show off what a PhD in fire can do for you. Let me get my dictionary for this one. Remember that!
Oh, here we go!
Betting it all on the drive rush.
Playing forward rush! They're hurt, big time! Medium kick, sets up with the jump in!
Boots him and takes a swing.
Wraps it up with a throw! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. This is gonna hurt. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Holds out with the block. Goes for the throw. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Knockdown. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. That's some big juicy damage. Strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Each springs forward with the drive rush. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Round 2.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Swagger step. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Risky up-close scrap still going. Jumps in. Low heavy, but no go. Connects with medium kick. Knockdown X springs forward with a drive rush. Oh my, turns out. What? Anti-air. Player 2, setting it all on the drive rush. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
You need guts to pull that off.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Reads the jump in perfectly. Glides up. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Player 1, perfect execution with the anti-air.
Boots him and takes a swing.
Drops them. Good judgment there. Gets him with a Euro step. Player 2 is in a very good spot now.
Betting it all on the drive rush.
Free fall strikes. Rushes in. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Taking knockdown. Here comes the next one. Reversal. Can they use their drop? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. A real test of nerves here. Player 1 can't use any drive moves.
Gets them in the air.
Player 1
Has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for a rematch. Doesn't miss a beat. They're trading attacks. Nice cross-up. Rattles them with a beautifully placed jump in. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Oh, easy tech. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Drive gauge finally recovers. A little too greedy there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws them to negate the block. Strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Knockdown and gets scooped from down low. Was hungry for the grab.
Clutch, anti-air. Anti-air in the clutch.
And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Knock them out of the air.
Player 2 is in a very good spot.
No way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. Oh, they got him! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Jump! Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Drops him hard.
Jumps him and takes a swing.
Player 1 with the lead.
Getting it all on the drive rush. Player putting the cherry on top. Yo, let me get my dictionary for this one. Remember that.
Oh, here we go. Player 1 needs a drive rush. The throw is denied. Amazing. No, this will break them. A real test of nerve. Oh, drive rush.
Free throw strike.
Forward rush.
Jump. Anti-air in the they are done.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? They go for the forward jump to start the round, looking to make something happen. Puts one in the pocket. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Knockdown. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop it. Player 2 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Not having the crossover. That was tricky. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Goes for the drive rush there. Player 1 chases him down. Life lead opens up. The throw misses. Feeling up, drive rush to keep it going. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps? Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Medium kick hits. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Springs forward with the drive rush. Hits him with his free flow. Medium kick. Quick breather. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Jumps. They exchange blows. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to in with the luminous. What are they getting it all on the drive rush? Player 2 forward rush. Player 2 burns out. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 2 is the drive rush.
Take that gourd away. He's maxed out.
Clutch parry. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? At the midway point of the round.
Anti-air in the clutch.
Both are ready a Euro step. They're running out of time. The pace quickens after trading hit. Drive rush. They're hurt big time. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Dangerous range here closes in. They run out the clock. It's cheap, but effective. Player 1 comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick. Anything could happen here. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Still slugging it out here. Throw is escaped. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Surprises them with a drive rush. Their drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Taking stock. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Does a good job of pushing back. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Oh, easy tag. Box them with a target. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Player 2, drive rush to keep it going. Oh god, this is tense. Medium kick hit. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. What a reaction to go air to air. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Springs forward with a drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Lots of life to play with, and full SA meters. What will they drive rush to keep it going? Closes the distance. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Drink level maxed out. This party's getting crazy. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Getsuga Saiho hits. We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retake. Back them into the corner in a hurry. Player 1 is in a pretty good springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 can't use any drive rush to keep it going. They're laying into each clutch anti-air. Drink level maxed out. This party's getting crazy. Life lead is there, but still a forward rush. Looking for a chance. Flatline thing. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opts to create space to start. With a last change of plans. Player 2 needs to use the... Oh my god, what a throw tech! Jeez, how can they read each other so well? You've got to be mindful of reaching in with the Luminous! Player 2 has a big drive gauge lead. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. What's that all? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Free flow strike! Feeling a real buzz! Rules at the bait at the grip, betting it all on the drive run! There's a burnout! Take that from anti-air in the clutch! Those fighters are down to have fire! Oh, yo! Rock, super hit! Escapes the corner! Forward rush! Oh, it's enough! Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best!
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Cross-up blocked. Some fine spacing and timing. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Trips him up. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Uses a drive parry against the attack. What are they thinking here? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Knockdown. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Big counter. Grabs him. All right, what? Springs forward with the drive rush. Hits back with the overdrive vertical. Smart play to stop the opponent. Both fighters planning something. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. One hit'll win this round. They're low on both ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Shows the medium kick. Holds out with the block. Decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Had the radar up and running. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Super Arts on deck for both. Springs forward with the drive rush. Close in the distance.
It's time to
Lands the
train.
Getsuga Saiho. Going for that juicy damage. Player two needs to use the front of the corner. Both fighters planning something? Player one needs to use their SA, crowns them from above. Oh my god, what a throw set! Punish counter sets the table. Player two can't use any drive through. Flatlines them. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, what a smart throw! Nice parry. Player two won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Time to reassess the situation? Out of range, relatively safe. Big opportunity coming. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Both sides getting ready. Player one with a slight lead. Throws him. What now? Looking for a hook, betting it all on a drive rush. A jump? Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be.
Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter.
Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Okay, here we go. Connects with the throw. Player two with the rhythm.
Perfect execution with the anti-air. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSFW. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done.
Player two
Has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that win. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Wow, shut down. Throws them to negate the block. Well-timed corner switch. Gets the jump in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player two chases them down. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Drive reversal blocked. Just out of range for that throw. Life lead opens up. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player two, perfect parry. How will they follow up? What'll happen here? Backstep, okay, oh. Player one hits up the the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Both fighters have a full super meter experiencing burnout. Player 2 is a good spot to use the super. Lands the Getsuga Saiho. Going for that juicy damage. Hits him with his free flow. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 1, they can't swallow this punish counter chance. Oh, opts for the critical art. No hesitation. Swallows out on him. Sends him up. And boom, the cannonball. What's next? You're betting it all on the drive rush. Breaks through with the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this win? Time for a drink. Which fighter will hit them with a stop and pop? Player 2, it goes to the air. Good judgment there. Absolutely relentless. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Drive rush. He hooks him and takes a swing. Feeling a real buzz. There's Totsugeki to the face. Sets up with the jump in. This can lead to some big damage. Take that guard away. He's maxed out. Betting it all on the drive rush. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? An attack with forward rush. Flat lines up. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. The jump-in is denied. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive lead. Life lead opens up. In there! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Decides to buff up while they can. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Can't tech the throw? Springs forward with a drive rush. Vertical rolling attack! Get out of here! Knockdown and drink level max out. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 needs to use the turn. This is a good spot to use the super. Lands the Getsuga Saiho. Going for that juicy damage. They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck, but executing that excellent block. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Ready? Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow, shut down. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. What are these fighters thinking now? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Sticks the combo. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2, big rising uppercut. Goes for the super arc, KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Grabs him. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Experiencing burnout. Looking to impress. This super. Big opportunity now in this corner. Genius read. Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge to their drive rush to keep it going. Opts for the critical art.
This is our destiny.
Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to get the cash money damage they need. A real threatened cleanly. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Round one. Fight.
This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. What is he thinking here? Takes the chance to hurt him. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Gets the jump in. Can't tech the throw? That throw will do some good damage. Hits them with a stopping block. Springs forward with a drive rush. Experiencing burnout. It's a good spot to use the super.
Wait for him. We're gonna see it rain.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Hits him with his free flow. They must have it. Throws him. A quick breather in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Smart play with the throw. Lynxing. Swagger step. Player 2, no way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Oh, the crowd is back to punish. Player 2
is in a very good spot. Get to the side hook to net. Jamie's gonna show all those OGs that there's a new player in town.
Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? This is the time they couldn't tech the throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for him. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Solid combo. Next up, gets the jump in. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Holds out with the block. It goes for the super arc. Life lead opens up. Will that super beat drive rush to keep it going? Where is their opening? Springs forward with the drive, gets them. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. from up above. Who's going to start things off? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
Opt for the free-flow kicks to get a drink in.
Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 will look to apply the drive up to keep it going. Jumps in. Still slugging it out and looking to impress. This super.
It's time
Level
to
3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Ooh, they're gonna feel that.
Here we go. Life lead is there, but still an in there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves.
Come on. It's time to train.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
The top player is here.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long, reaching attack. Throws him down. What's the play here? Gets a chance with that jump. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Surprises him with a drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Holds out with the block. Drive lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? The jump-in is denied. Okay, creating some space here, and that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Going on the offensive? Jump? Just out of range for that throw.
Looking to plant him with a pile driver.
What'll happen here?
Heavy punch sends him flying.
The fight springs forward with a drive rush. Target locked and scoop. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Oh my god, they just choked it up!
And they create an opportunity.
No! No escaping that! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Connects with the throw. Medium kick hit. Oh, uses the gauge for a super arm.
Come on. It's time
Gets
to
to
train.
the side hold.
You better not play because this boy's quicker than a freaking hiccup.
Gets a placement, leads them air. Player reads the jump in perfectly. Huge chance after that wall smash. Player 1 is in there, not going anywhere. Looking for a hold.
Betting it all on the drive rush.
They're hurt, big time.
The swagger step sends a break sing.
Flatlines him. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that putback. Can't tech the throw. Surprises him with a drive rush. Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They block the overhead, and oh, talk about overextending. Goes for the drive rush there. Life lead opens up. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Whiffs the throw. Okay, they trade hits. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to drive rush to keep it going. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Player 1, if the corner throw ends it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Goes for the jump in to start. The last round, it's now or never. Throws him. Player 1 needs to use the blade stick. The drive impact doesn't work. Anti-air in the clutch. Both sides getting ready. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Looking for a hold. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. And whip! They're wide open! Amazing! Excellent block! Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Super Art to show up what PhD and fighters can do for you!
Time to train.
Ketsuga Saiho connector!
Game's gonna show all those OGs that there's a new player in town!
Looking for a oh my the protect. Okay, here we go. Drops him hard. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? What a finish! Player 1 comes out on top with a fierce battle.
Street Fighter 6.